Hi, everybody. This is Aaron Wilson, OSU Extension Ag Weather and Climate Field Specialist and the State Climatologist of Ohio. Here to give you a weather update for Battle of the Belt here on June 9th, 2025. So what you see here is a satellite loop really looking over the last 7 days as systems have moved across the central and eastern portion of the country. It's brought pockets of very heavy rainfall, as you'll see in a moment, while parts of northwest Ohio have seen much less rainfall. So, a lot of scattered and highly variable conditions, obviously, out there across the state because of these weather conditions that we've seen of late. So, when we're looking at, say, the last 5 weeks of temperatures here, so it says May temperatures, but it's really through the first week of June, temperatures have been on the cool side of normal. So, temperatures generally running between 1 and 3 degrees below average over this 5 week period, a little bit cooler in parts of Auglaize and Mercer County, also across Union County, as temperatures were quite cool for much of the month there in May, despite a couple of days here and there of much warmer weather. That certainly has our modified growing degree days behind schedule, so anywhere from 350 to 550 GDDs across the state, as you can see in the figure on the left. That's anywhere from 30 upwards of 60 to 90 days GDDs below average, or where we should be between May 1st and June 7th. So running a bit behind schedule on those GDDs out there as well. So a lot of heating units desperately needed as the crop starts to get up out of the ground and start to shoot up here. Over the last 30 days, this is what the precipitations look like. And wherever you see the yellow and greens, this is actually only 1.5 to 3 inches of rain, which is actually below average for those areas. So some areas have not seen a very wet May and start of June at all, actually. But if you go across the southern, say, the southern two-thirds of the state here, you're looking at totals anywhere from 3 to 6 inches widespread across many of the counties that just last year had historic drought conditions there across southeast Ohio. And then we've had some pockets over 6 inches, even upwards of 8 inches here over the last 30 days. So again, you can see that many areas north and west of about I-71 are running a little bit behind in terms of the amount of rainfall over the last 30 days and well ahead of that normal amount in southeast Ohio. The thing about May is many locations saw anywhere from 18 to 21 days of at least a trace of rainfall. So even in areas where it wasn't very heavy, frequent days of rainfall certainly made spring activities pretty challenging. That area across northern Miami Valley, Auglaize, Allen County, Hardin County, for instance, just seeing some heavy rainfall move through the area this morning on June 9th, as we have yet another system moving across the state as we record this video here. So overall, spring precipitation has been at least at normal, if not well ahead of normal, especially when you get to areas like Claremont, Brown, Highland counties, into Ross County, where we're running 150 to 300% of normal there across that portion of the state. So soil moisture has really recovered from our drought conditions last year. Most of the state is at least normal, if not saturated, particularly there across southwestern Ohio. And we've had a lot of planting challenges there in those counties as well. The forecast this week after today's rainfall does improve for a few days. We have a small window here over the next several days where temperatures are going to be pretty nice for this time of the year. Low to mid 70s on Tuesday, June 10th. High pressure starting to settle in behind the front that's moving through today. As we get to midweek this week, June 11th, we're going to bump those temperatures up, still within a couple degrees of normal here, generally in the low to mid 80s across the state under high pressure. Probably plenty of sunshine, although I wouldn't be surprised if we have a little bit of obscured sunshine from wildfire smoke out of Canada. As we head into Thursday, temperatures about the same, low to mid 80s. I think we'll squeak out mostly a dry day on Thursday. There could be a few showers across northern Ohio. And then rain chances are going to start to increase as we get into Friday and certainly continuing throughout the weekend. So we'll have a frontal boundary stretched across the northern tier of counties. That'll keep highs in the mid to upper 70s across northern Ohio, mid 80s or so, even upper 80s across southern Ohio. And we'll have some showers and thunderstorms around for that dreaded Friday, June 13th. Continuing into Saturday, probably even a better chance of showers and storms around the area with highs in the upper 70s to mid 80s. And that's going to linger also into Sunday and Monday. So overall, this is what the forecast precipitation looks like from Monday evening, today, June 9th, through next Monday at 8 a.m. here. We're looking at generally a tenth to a quarter of an inch for counties in Northwest Ohio, quarter to half an inch for the bulk of North Central, and then getting into that half to 1 inch and even 1 to 2 inches as again we get down close to that Cincinnati or East Cincinnati region where the heaviest rainfall is likely to fall here over the next 7 days. Our 8 to 14 day outlook does indicate temperatures about average, so no runaway heat here. Certainly could be warm and a little bit muggy, but nothing out of the ordinary for June standards through about June 22nd. Precipitation is going to lean wetter than average. We should see about an inch a week across the state, so I wouldn't be surprised if we're above average there, inch and a half, 2 inches in spots, and of course, very heavy rainfall locally where those thunderstorms do occur. Looking at the June to August outlook, overall, it does favor warmer than average temperatures. I think mostly in the overnight lows, not necessarily our daytime highs. In much of Western Ohio, equal chance of being above, below, or near normal. More of that above normal chance of precipitation in our eastern counties. So I think the pattern is pretty well set for this time of the year, or this summer, where we're going to see, at least normal precip, probably slightly warmer than average temperatures. And drought's not really going to come on very rapidly here. We'll watch for later in the season as conditions tend to dry out in July and August, but right now, no huge threat of drought this year across the area. We need a little bit of dry spell to finish up our planting and spring activities. So with that, we'll go ahead and conclude today's video here, wilson.1010@osu.edu. Any questions that you might have, and certainly a little bit of warmer, drier weather here to dry up some of this water as crops get up out of the ground. So we'll see you next time. Thank you so much.